Hey everybody, what is going on? Greg here with Z21 Learning, and today we're going to take a look at how easy it is to install and use lower thirds and courtesy bar inside of Premiere Pro. And the way we're going to do this is we're going to use the Essential Graphics panel. And what the Essential Graphics does is it taps into certain motion graphic templates that are created either inside of Premiere Pro or in After Effects. And what these templates allow you to do is they allow you to update the text that is stored on them. So in this case, for example, because we're working with lower thirds, this is going to be perfect. There are some limitations to what you can do with them. For instance, you can't replace things such as pictures or videos just yet. That might be a feature that Adobe might look into down the road, but for right now you can only replace text on motion graphics templates. If you do create a motion graphics template inside of After Effects, you do need to have After Effects installed on your machine, otherwise it won't work. In this case, all the examples we're going to be working with were all done on Premiere Pro, so we don't need After Effects installed. So let's jump on into it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to Window. I'm going to click on Essential Graphics. And the panel opens over here. And most of these were ones that came pre-installed with Premiere Pro. A few of these were ones I created, such as this two-line lower third. To install a motion graphics template into Premiere Pro, you come over here to this folder with an arrow icon on it. And all of our Essential Graphics are stored in the News Video drive down here in this Graphics folder. Essential Graphics is the subfolder. So we've got things such as accuracy, a couple lower third options. I'm going to press Open to install it, and it shows up over here. So to go ahead and add a lower third to your timeline is very easy. Just go ahead and click and drag. And Premiere Pro will automatically create the second video track for me, so I don't have to worry about that. As I scroll through the timeline here, you're going to notice that the lower third actually has a couple of keyframes controlling the opacity, so that fades on, and then it fades off at the end. And we'll talk briefly about how you would change that if you needed to. So to go ahead and add the text, it's pretty easy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and select my template here. I'm going to come over here to my toolbar and select the Type tool, and we'll hover over the header. I'm going to change that to Sports. We're going to go ahead and change the top line here. One of the cool things about these templates is that as long as you have the font installed in your machine, it already is set up to go on these templates. So you don't have to worry about finding the correct font, the right font size, or the right font style. All that is already set up on the template. All you have to do is really just kind of change the text and you're good to go. If I come over here to my Edit tab in the panel for Essential Graphics, you'll notice we've kind of got the layer structure up here, so we can tell if I didn't want maybe the Central Oregon text turned on, I could turn that off. I could turn off the header, or I get rid of the lower third background. If I wanted to go ahead and change the text style or the font size, or change the alignment of it, it's easy to make those changes over here too. So in this example, I want to make this lower third be on the screen a bit longer than what it is. I want it to be on the screen for maybe 8 seconds. I'm going to bring my timeline marker out to there, and then I'm just going to drag the lower third out. What I need to do now is I need to go ahead and change the last two keyframes controlling the opacity so that they'll fade out by 8 seconds as opposed to where it is right now. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to come over here to my effect controls, and over here at opacity we can tell here's the keyframes that are controlling those, the fade in and the fade out. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a bounding box around the last two. I'm just going to drag them all the way over here to the end. And now as I scroll through my timeline, you can tell that the lower third is on screen and then it fades off. So it literally is as simple as that to go ahead and change the text on these lower thirds, to change the opacity that controls the fade in and the fade out. I come back over here to my Essential Graphics panel. I could add a courtesy bar over here. I could stretch it out so that it fills the entire duration of my timeline. And one thing I should point out about the courtesy bar is that there is no fade in or fade out installed on it, so that it really is just kind of plug and play. You don't have to worry about changing any keyframes there. And that is it in a nutshell. If you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to comment below or shoot me an email. As always, thanks for watching. Until next time, take it easy.